ever wanted to have a productive morning, but then you ended up spending an hour mining obsidian in Minecraft? Well, I have, and you want to know how long it took me to gather literally all of the rest of these ingredients? 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. But anyway, hello everyone, welcome back. My name is LimBryn, and this is episode 11 of Parrotcraft. And today I've started by gathering a whole bunch of resources because I want to build a real fancy farm today. What is that farm, you may ask? Well, in 1.17, Mojang added a little functionality where if a shulker hits itself with a pellet, then it has a chance to duplicate, and therefore you can farm shulkers. Now, when 1.17 came out, like a year ago, Jesus, oh my god, I really wanted to make this farm, but I just didn't because I didn't really need shulker boxes. But I have 6 shulker boxes to my name in this world, so I need this. So today, we're building a shulker farm, and the video I'm using to build this, it's by Illmango, and I'll link it in the description. He built it over an ocean, and there kind of happens to be quite a large ocean over here, and also a billion boats here for some reason. But this is where I'm going to build the farm, so I'm going to go grab my resources, and I guess we can just hop straight into a time lapse. Why is it dying? So as it turns out, I'm dumb. The video I'm watching when I'm building this has one warning as to where to build it. It said don't build it in a biome where snow golems will instantly die, like a desert. And as you can see right here where my cursor is, I'm in a desert. Now, I didn't think to check the biome thing because I assumed that this very watery place was not a desert. But it is, so I have to rebuild the farm in an actual ocean biome, like over here, for instance. Warm ocean. I'm gonna test if warm ocean kills snow golems before I get this far, because this was like half an hour of building, because I'm really slow. So I guess let's jump back into a time lapse, get rid of this thing, and rebuild it about 20 blocks that way. There it is in the correct spot with all 300 of its buttons. And can I just say, this thing looks absolutely amazing. I love farms like this that just look super technical, like the gold farm I built in Parrotcraft also kind of had this kind of vibe. It just looks so cool. It looks so cool. And it's actually a very simple farm, so I can actually like understand it pretty much. There's a shulker in here shooting itself with some technical witchcraft, and then that causes other shulkers to replace it. It teleports into the nether portals that are here that aren't lit yet, and then they get sent to the nether to be collected and killed for their shells. The thing is, they get sent to the nether, and I haven't built anything in the nether yet, so let's hop into one more time lapse to build the nether section of this farm. So that's the farm done, except for one tiny little minor thing, which is I actually need a shulker for this shulker farm, and I was not supposed to bump that minecart. There we go. Which I did kind of plan ahead for this, which is when I went end raiding, the last time I went end raiding, which was when I beat the dragon, I think, I actually saved a shulker, like a smart person. The only problem is, I'm not entirely sure where it is. I could have sworn I wrote down the coordinates somewhere, and I probably did, and if I look for it really hard, I might actually find it. But I'm hoping if I hop into the end, I'll just, like, find it really easily. So we're gonna see if that's true. Luckily, I do only have one of these things, so it shouldn't be insanely hard to find it, because there's only one option for that, at least. And I remember the end city was really close, so I do actually have somewhat high hopes for literally just flying around and finding this. The one issue is I like ender pearls like a lot, so I probably did just use ender pearls for getting around. So there's no bridges to follow, but hell yeah, okay. I'm just too cool. That was so easy. So I left one shulker in this end city. I may have accidentally left several, but there's a shulker on that boat. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a shulker in here somewhere. It, right? Yeah, cool. Hi. We're gonna take that guy and put him in the farm. The only thing is, I'm really unprepared right now, so I can't actually do it. I need to get invisibility potions and stuff, but I can mark down my location. And now I actually know where this thing is, so I'm gonna go grab invis potions and minecarts and rails and probably the stuff for a flying machine, because I don't really know how else to get the shulker really far that way, because I don't think they can really go through the little gateway things that the players can use. So yeah, I got some stuff to grab. Okay, I have all the stuff. I only actually have minecart stuff because I did some testing and it turns out you actually can take shulkers through the little end gateways. So I'm just gonna make a minecart rail over to the end gateway that's somewhere way over there. It's gonna be kind of long, but it should be a lot faster than getting this guy into a flying machine and flying him across the giant donut of nothingness that is in the end. So I'm going to set that up real quick, and then we can actually get this guy going. Okay, I think we're all ready. I got my rail line going all the way back to the thing. I got my invisibility potion. Okay, I thought he saw me for a second, and I was going to say, no, that's not how that works. But in theory, minecart, perfect. That worked really well, actually. Ow, okay, I got too close. So I believe they can obviously see you if you get too close to them. That's just like kind of how invisibility works. But if I fly over here and then fly back, he should in theory no longer be aggroed at me because he should just like kind of lose interest. And that's the theory we're going for, because that's what I would like to be true. And there's a... Nope, he's still mad. I have armor on. I'm... we're keeping the Elytron because I will probably want that. Okay. Third time's the charm, taking off the elytra because, yeah, that's probably smart. I have nothing in my hand. Okay, I'm taking my stake off as well. That might be dumb, but I'm doing it. Good, he can't see me. The rail line is complete. I need to... From what? Was it just that pellet that was just like there? Okay, I need to break this chest so I can get a rail line in behind him. Okay, he still doesn't see me. There we go. Get that in. Get this minecart in. Okay, and now we put all of our stuff back on. Throw in a coal. In you. Okay, nope, it's facing the wrong way. Fourth time is the charm. He's de-aggroed again. I need this to face the right way, so I'm just gonna place it there. Why are you going that way? Stop it. Okay, I have no idea how these work. I just didn't want to use powered rails because it'd be a lot of powered rails. Okay, that way. Yes! I've used all my coal now, but like, maybe that's enough coal to get it there? Okay, the shulker is just really far in front. Got it. I don't have an elytra on. Good thing I didn't jump off the ship, because I do not have the reflexes to put that on midair. You mind going a little faster, Furnace Minecart? The shulker's a little bit, in front of you. Just by a bit. Okay. The shulker's almost there. I think it is losing all its momentum when it hits that part, so we do have to wait for the Furnace Minecart, which is still really far away. There it is. Okay. And now it falls down. It should just push the shulker into that, and we're good, I think. Hopefully. Oh, the Furnace Minecart went too. That's fine. Now we go in, and they should both just be on the other side. Yep, there we go. And the shulker saw me, of course, because I am wearing armor. But we have a shulker, and now I just have to get the shulker over to that portal, which I haven't tested this one in creative, so I maybe should go do that, because I don't really know how it works. But yeah, I just gotta do another quick rail line, and it should be fine. Okay, I haven't tested this like at all, but I can't imagine any other way to do it, so here goes nothing. This rail goes straight to the thing, and hopefully, I assume he just ends up at, like, world spawn or something. That's my guess. But he's coming, so we're about to find out. What? Wait, what? What? An Enderman just went through, but the shulker isn't allowed to. Now we get to the part of the video where I don't know what I'm doing. And instead of making you sit through half an hour of trying to fix this issue with me, I'm going to do a voiceover instead, because it's a lot more fun. Firstly, I tried throwing more minecarts at the problem in the hopes that the shulker was somehow not in a minecart. This did not work. My next idea was, let's push it with a piston. If you didn't know, you can't really push an entity in a minecart with a piston. It just doesn't work. You have to push the minecart, which obviously I couldn't do. The next attempt was a fishing rod, which I thought was a pretty good one. It did nothing. You can't move an entity in a minecart with a fishing rod. And finally, I was getting desperate, so I tried exploding it with TNT like a smart person. This did nothing but damage the shulker, so that's nice. And then, finally, I gave in and I Googled it. And Google said, shoot the shulker with a lot of arrows. My first attempt at this was an utter failure, as I didn't have an invisibility potion, so I just tried it without that, and it, of course, did not work. So the second one, I was a bit more prepared, and I got a lot more arrows onto the shulker before it opened. And it worked, and I was ecstatic. It worked! Okay, is he here? In the overworld? Oh, it's nighttime. In theory, he should be... Yes, look at him. This is beautiful. He's here. I did it. It took... I'm gonna edit this down so much, but that was an hour of trying to get that shulker out. I need to put my elytra back on. Oh my god, I did it. Okay. All I need to do now is make a really big minecart rail, like a couple hundred blocks that way to where the farm is. Oh my god. Shulker, rail line, minecart, go. In the correct direction, please. Thank you. Okay, it's on its way. Oh my god. Ooh, another voiceover so soon? Something must have gone horribly wrong. Well, this time it's not as bad. The audio is just horrible in a couple of the next clips, so I'm doing a voiceover for them instead. See, what happened is my mic, which is supposed to be about an inch from my face like it is right now, was 5 feet away to be out of the way, but I forgot to move it back, and the audio ended up sounding just a bit like this. Okay, he's here. He's finally here. Yeah, not great, but as I said in that clip, he was finally at the farm, and the next step was to put him in, which went off without a hitch, but I had a couple more preemptive steps to do before I could turn it on. Actually, scratch that, the next step is to turn the farm on, which is a little stressful, because if I've messed something up, it's going to kill the shulker. But there's the shulker's right there, and once this comparator clock goes out... What was that? What was that? Okay, it should be fine. I don't know what that was, though. It just does that every now and then? Okay. Anyway, the shulker gets dropped into the system, and it should be working now, producing more shulkers by hitting itself constantly, which you can kind of see happening. And, should still be in there? Where did it go? I thought... And we're back, but this time it's not just because the audio is jank, there's also a problem, and when there's a problem, my commentary gets bad. So I'm doing a voiceover instead. What's happened here is the shulker that used to be in that spot right there has hit itself, which is, of course, what's supposed to happen, but unbeknownst to me, in the clip right here, it was at very low health, specifically less than 25%, according to the wiki at least. And when it's at that health, it does not replace itself when it takes damage, it just teleports, and also it damages itself a little. So it teleported into one of the nether portals and got transported into the nether, which is of course how the farm is intended to work. But, you know, most of the time it leaves one behind. The only problem is the nether has a killing system in it, and despite me not knowing the shulker's low health, I still thought the killing system would kill it. Luckily, I built the farm wrong, so the shulker was able to teleport out of its snowy freezing death, and I was able to remove the powdered snow in case of future accidents. So now, all I thought I had to do was get the shulker back into the correct spot of the farm, and everything would be fine. Little did I know what was about to happen. Okay, he has teleported, and I don't see him. So I have high hopes. He might actually be in the right place. Yes! It took so long. Oh, I'm gonna end up cutting all of that out. It was so boring, but there's a mess of stuff here now. But the shulker is in place, and that is what matters. Let's get him into the system, maybe. I don't know if it'll work. Hopefully it will. I really hope it will, but, yeah. Oh my god, this is taking forever. I honestly, like, I probably already said this, but I knew this would be this annoying. But, wow, it is way more annoying than I thought it would be. Okay, all I have to do, take a minecart, we send minecart in there. That should be, like, that should be it. It should just work. You go, nyeh. Now, shulker, come out here in minecart. Maybe. Okay, I might have to send a second minecart in to get the first one to come out, knowing how this system works. Yes, oh, is that shulker? That is a shulker. It is indeed, but that shulker should be accompanied by a minecart, and obviously it's not, so there's a problem. And this one is actually pretty simple, and by simple I mean it's the weirdest thing I have ever encountered in Minecraft. This top portal in the nether is hooked up to two different areas. The right side of this portal, sorry, I mean the left side, is hooked up correctly and it goes to the very top portal in the overworld. However, the right side, for whatever reason, is hooked up to the giant portals at the bottom of the farm. Like I said, I have no idea why this happened, but the fix is pretty simple. I just routed it so the minecart goes into the left side of the portal and therefore links to the correct portal in the overworld, and surely this will be the final problem. Yeah, of course it wasn't. The shulker immediately died as soon as I started testing with this new system, which it wasn't the system's fault, the shulker was just at low health, and I pretty much instantly rage quit because I did not want to deal with that. So the next morning at 5 a.m., I went back and I did the entire process again. Go to the end, find a shulker, get it, and trust me, it was not as easy this time because the shulker wasn't conveniently in a boat. It was sitting on the wall of an end city, and I'm glad I managed to miss it when I raided that place. So I got it all the way back, put it in the farm, and turned it on, and it actually worked. But of course, there was one last problem. Okay, we're back on the nether side of things, and there are issues, first of all, because I forgot to put back some of the buttons, so some of those guys are on the ceiling. Another thing I forgot to do is put this minecart back, so they're just straight up not getting collected. So yeah, those are easily fixed problems. Sadly, I don't have any more invisibility potions, so this is gonna happen for a second. Although, there's an achievement for getting levitated for what, like 50 blocks up, I think? I'm gonna go for that. Well, I didn't get it, but I can at least hopefully fix the farm. I have to be stealthy. I have to get this minecart in without them noticing me, otherwise I'm going back up in the sky. Okay, go, 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 go. Did it. I mean, there's a billion shulker shells, but now they should start to die, so that will all be resolved, and I can actually put my buttons back. They're all going to get put into this little area. Hopefully, I am going to get hit a lot here. I'm just going to wait for them to clear out. It's going to take a second, though. Okay, all the shulkers have been cleared out. I managed to get the buttons in, and I still haven't got the achievement though, which I kind of want now. So I'm gonna see if I can like provoke these guys to get me the achievement. Aha, yeah, yes. Oh wait, I think it has to be continuous, so it's probably not gonna happen just because there aren't really enough of them higher up. But this thing should have generated shulker shells by now. I did have to turn it off to get in there to place the buttons, which is why there's no more shulkers. You can shoot these out of the air, right? And I'm out of arrows. Otherwise, yeah. This is nice. This is nice. Look at that. We got 19 shulker shells. This thing is working. Currently, it's not the best storage system, you could say. You do have to remove the killing mechanism to check it, but a storage system is a storage system, you know? This is definitely a non-functional one, but whatever. So yeah, I do have to do a little bit of more work to actually have this thing have a good capacity because it generates 500 shulker shells per hour, so I'm gonna need a couple chests probably. There we go. This farm is done, and I am so happy that it is because this thing has put me through the most pain out of any project I think I've ever done, and I never want to have to deal with shulkers again. But honestly, I don't have to because I already have more than 2 stacks of shulker shells, which is absolutely insane. I know there's a little bit of a weird storage system, but I just put a dropper up here that drops all the stuff down into the storage system, so it works pretty well. And I'm pretty sure it's 100% lossless. Nothing should miss because I have a cobweb there, which is still one of my favorite redstone tricks. But yeah, we got shulker shells like pretty much forever now, and I can use as many shulker boxes as I want. And with that, we're gonna end this episode here. I would update the map, but this isn't really gonna show up on the map, I don't think. So, like if you liked, subscribe if you like it. Have a great day. As always, bye bye.